There are so many stupid situations where you compete for no reason. There is nothing on the table. You just compete for no prize at all, just because of ego, just because of pride. And those games are dumb. You shouldn't compete just for the sake of competing. You should actually always look on what's on the table. What are you competing for? Because some people are just going to drag you down into that competition and waste your time proving yourself and trying to prove that you are better than them and you are whatever it is. It is not really worth it. No matter how much time you spend competing with others, always pay attention on what's the prize, what's on the table, because I've seen so many people waste hours, days, months, and years competing for nothing, for absolutely nothing but ego and pride. You have to understand that if you don't get over that phase where you need to prove people wrong, where you need to prove to other people yourself, to show them how great you are, to look how great everything is, all the things that I do. No, stop doing that. They will notice. The people who matter will notice all of the things that you do. It will be apparent once you start pedaling as fast as possible and making as much progress as you can almost every single day. Most people will look back and they will see, oh my God, how are you able to do all of these things? How is it possible? Do you have more than 24 hours in a day? It doesn't make sense. It will not make sense because they do not understand that in order to create better things, in order to achieve more, you actually have to do thousands of repetitions. And from those repetitions, you will get better and better every time. But not only that, you will create problems, quality problems for yourself. And in solving those problems, you will be so much more efficient. You will have systems. It will be so apparent. You would not even have to think about building systems. The systems will reveal themselves to you. It will be like hitting your head on the beautiful door frame and being like, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't hit the door frame every time I go into a room. It will be the same. Once you do 1,000 repetitions, it will be obvious where you hit your head on the frame. That's why you don't really have to think. You don't really have to strategize. You don't have to do all of these things. The best strategies, the best systems are built in motion out of thousands upon thousands of repetitions. Those are the best systems because they are not conceptual. They are put through fire, to trial and error. You have to understand that that is the thing that you should focus on and not competing because of ego, not competing because of pride, not competing because someone is wrong and you are right. These things become irrelevant. Once you have enough repetitions, everything becomes irrelevant except doing more, except achieving more, except doing whatever you want to do and continuing in the direction that you want to lead your life. This is the only way to ensure that you get where you want to go. The amount of repetitions that you do will dictate the quality of your systems and the number of results that you have and the quality of the skills that you really attain by doing those numbers of repetitions. It takes thousands upon thousands of repetitions to actually develop mastery, to actually go beyond your capabilities, go beyond what you were programmed to become, go beyond all of the programming that society puts on you. and go beyond your limits. That is the best way to achieve beyond your limits. It is the number of repetitions. Always, thousands upon thousands. And it doesn't have to be years, it can be weeks to months. It can be so fast. You can change everything. If you have 1,000 repetitions in a certain direction, I guarantee you, you will change forever. But it doesn't have to be years, it can be even days. 10 days, 100 repetitions every single day. That's 1,000 repetitions. You have to understand that you change so much at the fundamental level of your brain once you do this. You have to realize that that's what's going on. Once you go into the thousands of repetitions, it just becomes second nature. It becomes part of your behavior. It is no longer something that you do, it is something that you are, something that you've become. It is no longer in your hands. It is part of you. And that is what people do not understand. This is the only way to actually achieve things beyond your limits.